Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today, it's Shizu's turn to walk down the aisle through the fire and flames that is slime Isekai memories, I guess, right? So this is going to be the showcase for Shizu. We're going to try and lead her, on a number of different teams to see how they work. The light team, obviously, but then a few other kind of weird teams that I've been kind of cooking up to see if she will be as effective, being essentially Hakuro's counterpart of a triple orb changer for both. So her leader skill is light attack and physical attack. So that's the first time we've seen one of those combined. It's not like a dual element. It's one element and then a damage typing. So physical attack, I can assume that we'll somewhere down the line get a magic attack dealer as well, which means that Earth Valentine will eat good. But her skill changes 3 blues and 3 oranges into a 6-hand of greens. So Hakuro does 3 greens and 3 blues to 6 oranges. She does 3 blues, 3 oranges to 6 greens. Works out pretty well. She also increases everyone's pierce rate by a base 70%. And that effect goes up by 5% each time you use a skill for the first 3 turns of battle. So if you use one skill, you now have a 75% chance to pierce, which, that's not really what I would like to run with, but, you use 4, 5, 6 skills, you're looking at guaranteed pierce now for almost free, because normally we'd have to rely on Dark Shion or Water Alice to give us pierce, and now we just kind of get it from the protection gauge, which is really nice, alongside having a 6-orb change. And that goes for 3 turns, and so after turn 3, whatever percentage you are at, that's where you're stuck, and it's not going up any higher, but it will also not drop down at all. So it goes up, and it stays level. And then as a nice feather in her cap, she does increase your ult damage by 10%, which honestly, isn't really that great. 10% is pretty low. Octagram Guy does 50. Diablo 2.0 does 80. Windmillum does 70, but it also costs 55 points. And if you notice, Shizu does not increase your skill cap. So if you want to use big buffs, you're gonna have to get a little funky with team building and swapping people in and out to make use of at least, two big time buffs. So let's take her into a few different stages on a few different teams and see how well she runs. So I'll see you guys real soon. Alright, so we're first going to go into Crucible 85 against Guy. And this is the team we're going to run, because during my showcase of Shion, I used Shizu a lot. And so I figured it wouldn't really be exciting if I used her in the exact same stages, in the exact same scenarios, because you'd already seen it before. So we're going to try and run her on some off teams, okay? So the water team, as it stands, runs on Pierce, right? So Ranga gives Pierce resistance down. We don't need Alice anymore because we're getting Pierce from Shizu. So that allows us to bring another big buffer like Windmillum, since we're also not getting the 40% ult boost from Chloe. And then we're going to have Soe, Velzard, and Raphael with his defense down and Pierce power, and then Velzard's attack and Pierce power. And we'll see if this team can run moderately successful. First time using it though, so it could go terribly wrong for all I know. But we've got Watermelon in the sub slot for Shizu to give us that 5% water damage right there. So let's see how it works out. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to work. But in theory, it can work okay. In theory. And we always know that my theories in slime always hold true. Right? So let's see. What does our starting hand look like? We've got Soe for green orb changing, which is fine. And we can take advantage of that. Because we do also want to stack up Shizu so we can get her as close as possible to a guaranteed pierce rate. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll bring in Velzard for Millum. So we'll boop, 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 poo. Alright. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the hero here to rewind, so all we have is like 3 hard turns, and then we're out of stacking. So, 37 points. What can we do here? Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and bring in Raphael for Ranga. And then we're going to go ahead and use his orb change and then a defense skill. I mean, that may have screwed me over right here, but let's go ahead and burn these blues. And we'll get Shizu online for turn 3. So we have 15 points that we can use one more skill on. Oh, I don't think we even need to use Shizu here. So what are we up to? We're up to 85% Pierce. And let's go ahead and just use the Frostbite, I guess. Alright, so that's 90% now. 90% chance to Pierce. Definitely not as good as, you know, a 100% chance from Alice, but again, we don't have to use a 55-point skill to get there. So let's do this. And then next turn we can use Shizu to get a full 6-card send of greens, start working on getting these 3 alts, because these are the main lines that I want up front. That hurt. Okay, he took some damage there from the Frostbite, and then we'll go ahead and use this. I don't remember how hard he hits. So pop, 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 pop. Alright, that gets us Soei's ult, so 1 down, maximum points, almost a full Shizu meter. I wish that was more, actually. Is there a way for us to get more? No, there's not, because we're out of points. Alright, send in. We're going to send this. Alright, so most of those pierced, so that's good. I want to triple ult here. I mean, if he lives for a triple ult, actually. Hold on. Huh. Okay. See, this team isn't really going to work, though, because Raphael's debuff is 1 turn. Windmillum's buff is 1 turn, and we can't hide that. So we kind of have to use an ult now with Soei. Or, no, actually, we can hold off. We can get... No, we can't. We cannot get Velzard's ult. Actually, let's swap Soei out. We might be able to do it still. Because we'll get another, yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, that gets us Velzard's ult. So that's at least something, right? Okay, so we have Shizu available for another orb change here. Okay, so let's do the alt boost. So we'll get Raphael out. Use the alt boost. 45 points. And then, obviously, we don't have enough to use both the resistance down. Actually, no, we do. That's 45 right there. Perfect. Alright. Cool. So now let's use the Pierce resistance down. We can't use Frostbite, obviously, because we used it earlier and it costs too much. And then we'll use Velzard's power up. And then we'll bring Soei back in for Ranga. And then we'll go ahead and use Shizu, get us a 90% Pierce rate right here. And then we're going to go ahead and send these ults and see just how much damage they can do. Actually, I want to send this normal first and then the ult. Just for funsies, right? Okay, so the normal does 6,800. Alright, not great, but not bad. Velzard is the first time I've used her today, so we'll go ahead and watch her ult. Blow everyone a kiss. Alright, freezing splash. And how much damage do we do here? 43-4, and almost killed. And then Soei does... I don't really care about your ult. 36-4, so 10k difference almost. Okay. I mean, is it the best team in the world? No. Could we accomplish this in a better format if we were using Chloe? Probably. Maybe not as fast. Actually, maybe. because that takes a little bit more RNG because she only changes oranges to greens, but she changes the whole hand. So we are eliminating a little bit of the RNG here by having a 3-3 spread. But let's try out a different fight and a different team now, so we'll be back. Alright, the next team we're going to run with Shizu not being the main leader is the Dark team, because Dark Veldora is an alt booster who also is a 20% pierce resistance down, and so we can capitalize on that effect by giving everyone pierce rate, right? And then she's also a physical attack booster, which means that both Benimaru and Diablo will benefit from that slight boost, and we'll see how this goes. So ideally, we'd want to boost both Benimaru and Diablo with Rimuru, send them to the back, and then when we're ready, we will again boost with Veldora. The only problem taking on EX Hinata Conquest is that she nerfs greens. So I don't know if this is actually going to work or not, because the whole point of the Orc is to take greens and turn them into oranges. So, we'll see if we can make it happen. Yeah, this will be hilarious. Maybe... No, because she nerfs him on turn 2. Like, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay. What's our opening hand look like? It'd be really cool if we can get, like, an ult for someone turn 1. It'd be really cool. Like, really cool. Well, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Because we can just do this. And then we can use Diablo to change that green. Therefore, so we've already gotten one stack of Shion, so now, or Shizu, now she's up to 75%. Let's go ahead and bring in Benimaru for Veldora. And we can... Is there anything else we can do here? No, I want to save that. I guess I could have used Millam's boost, because we're not really worried about her, but we'll bring her in next turn. Alright, so there's almost 2 meters of Shizu right there. Awesome. 6,800 damage. That was a big chunk of change we just took out of her. And now the greens are nerfed. So, how much are they nerfed by? 80% for 6 turns. Dear Lord, that's gonna suck. But let's try it out anyways. Let's bring Millam back. Yeah, actually, what does Diablo do here? What is this? Or not Diablo. Veldora! Crit damage down. Sure, why not? Let's use his skill, since it seems to be almost useless. Let's use the stun dodge, because we don't need that. Let's burn some points. And then let's finally bring in Millam and use her skill. And that one, there we go. Okay, so now we should be sitting around 90? Yeah, there we go. 90% right there. Go ahead and do a full orb change. And have a whole hand of nerfed cards. Awesome. Doesn't even get us a protection K. Look how much it gives us for our ult. Oh, this is gonna suck. How much damage do these do? Actually, more than I thought. Actually, that did a little bit more than I thought it would. Well, we're piercing right now, too. And she doesn't have all of her other defense up. There we go. Now it's up. Turn 3. So, Diablo, Millam. How do I want to play this? We've got another Diablo card coming in next turn. Let's go ahead and change these. So now we're up to 95% pierce rate. So our chances are looking very high. We've got another gauge and a half of Shizu. Super guard. And pierce. Alright. Resistances are up. taking some hits. Diablo getting close to half HP now. Let's see. We're on turn 4, so we are done stacking with Shizu now. So we're going to be permanently at 95%, which isn't a terrible place to be. We have 4 more turns of greens being nerfed, so that's highly unfortunate. Let's just go ahead and send these blues. That gets us very, very close to a Diablo ult, and now we're doing almost nothing. Okay. And, okay, let's use the orb change now. Kind of useless since we only had really 2 cards to do it with, but at least we're getting some Pierce, right? Some Pierce. We get a Diablo ult. Barely. We don't get another Shizu Protector Gauge. Barely. We're doing what we have to do. This is for science, okay? And we're still piercing, which means we're still doing okay damage, even though our cards are nerfed by 80%. You need to go away now, though. You need to go far, far away. And we're also not making a lot of points back. So I'm gonna bring you in. Okay, nothing but Benimaru's actually. This will get us his ult as well. So that actually works out. Okay. And then we have what? And like 1 more turn of greens being nerfed? Okay, good, thank you. Keep smacking him. Oh, Millum, you're looking pretty bad, okay? Pretty bad. 1 more turn of greens being nerfed. So let's bring... Let's do this. Let's take Millum out, so she doesn't die. Let's bring Rimuru in for Veldora. And then we're going to go ahead and send these 2 right here. And that's it. That's it. Okay, love the counters. Always love them. Oh, we crit. Cool. Okay. Oh god, okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and attack boost. And then we're going to send them away. I really don't care if Millum dies now. I just didn't want anyone to die. That way we would have the ability to switch out 2 people. So now we're looking good. Now, how many points do I actually get off this? Do I have enough to boost again? Barely, but not quite what I'm looking for. Because this also won't... Will that? Actually, that should get us another meter. So let's try it. Let's try it! Pop, 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 and pop. Oh, God. Actually, no, Rimuru will get it to us, because we're on turn 9 next turn. Alright, you know what? We'll be okay. We will be okay. We're also going to kill her with normals, apparently. There was no point in saving up 2 ults. Alright. I just want to see damage, though, so let's go ahead and use the ult boost. Also, the pierce resistance down by 10%. Oh, did I say 20 earlier? I may have said 20. That's Guy. He's crit resistance down by 20. Veldora's pierce resist down by 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that. And then we shall bring in Diablo for Veldora. And honestly, we're not going to need Benimaru at all. But let's go ahead and give everyone the Pierce, and then we'll put the defense down from both Diablo and Benimaru, just for funsies. Alright. So how much damage is Diablo going to do with a 60% ult boost, the 40% attack boost, and almost guaranteed Pierce with the Pierce resistance down and the defense is lowered? Probably pretty well. Let's find out how well, though. Whatever. 40,000. That took a lot of setup. That took a while. I mean, 6 turns of greens being nerfed and not doing jack for us for 40k damage is not what I would call particularly ideal. But it worked, right? We did beat the stage, and nobody died. And we did it in 12 turns or fewer. So, I mean, technically that worked out great. Let's try a different team now that I can think up in my stupid little brain of mine. We'll be back. Alright guys, for the last part of the video, we're gonna see if she can lead the fire team going into EX Golem. And, giving everyone Pierce, maybe taking advantage of, Fire Millem's guaranteed crits, and Gobta's crit damage up, and then Guy's alt boost and crit resistance down. I think those four things combined will do a decent amount of damage. It's just that, can we get the setup in 5 turns, including a stun? So I don't know if that's going to work, but we certainly will try it out. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, we are back, albeit a little bit late. We are on turn 2, technically, but I didn't use anything. I just sent 2 greens and prayed that we would get a 4 natural hand of oranges, because I did change up the team a little bit from the last fight. I have swapped Benimaru for Shizu for the specific purpose of orb changing into oranges. So let's go ahead and get Shuna out of here. And then we'll have a 2-2-2, a full hand of oranges, and we'll be looking good, okay? We'll be looking just peachy. So let's use that. And now we can go ahead and send this. Alright, so we have an ult for Gobta, almost an ult for Millem, and almost an ult for Shizu. Which, Shizu's not terribly important, but, I mean, it'll still work. And it's only turn 2. So, we can look okay. And then we can get a full hand of greens next turn, or we can wait and hold off on it, and then hide people. We're not going to use anything right now because we're stunned, so let's just build up ults. Okay, Millem got her ult because of the trait from Xion. Perfect. So this just means we can get pop. This means we can get Shizu's ult. Awesome. Incredible. Okay, you know what, actually? What are we at? We're at 75%, right? So that's not great. Definitely not the greatest thing in the world. Let's go ahead and use the crit buff here, and we'll use Gobta's buff as well. And then we're going to send Gobta and Millem away. Alright, Gobta and Millem are gonzos. So, turn 4. How many points are we going to get back? Can we get 55? That is 45. What if we send the ult? That is 47. Okay, that's not really what I was looking for, game. Turn 4, huh? Let's see. I want the Pierce. I want the Pierce on the people. I probably should have done that before sending them away, because that would have stayed on them. That was a misplay on my part. We'll go ahead and send this anyways, and we will see how it works out. Alright, so 11,500 on the ult with just the crit damage, or crit rate, sorry, guaranteed crit. Alright. So there's a big ol' smack. You know, we're gonna get stunned here. And then so that's gonna move to turn 6, but everyone's gonna be stunned. And then turn 7, he's gonna kill everyone in front. So we kinda have to do this now, huh? Kind of have to send this now. We're just going to have to bank on us doing extra damage with the Pierce and the crit, okay? Without the ult boost. So, a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, you're going to come in for that, and then you're going to come in for Shuna. Alright, we're going to give everyone the Pierce and the full hand of greens. Okay. And then not really anything else we can use that'll be extra useful. So let's go ahead and send these normals. And then we'll send these ults, and we'll see just how much damage we do. So, pop, pop, pop. And how much do we get on the 200%? Because that'll kind of vary. Actually, we might kill here without the ult boost. Hold on. Milim does 18,000, and Gobta with Pierce crit and crit power does... Not enough. Is everybody stunned? Everybody is stunned. Damn it. We were so close. How could that have gone any differently? I don't think it could have, unless we had, you know, enough points to use the ult boost, and then that would have killed without the normal attacks. Maybe if... Well, okay, so if we had one more card of Gobta or Milim with the Pierce and the crit, instead of two Milim and 2 Shizu, that would have killed right there. But now he's gonna heal. Yeah. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's crit boost. Let's full orb change. Everyone has crit, right? Everyone has crit. We have an ult. He has no defense up now. Ayo? Can we do it? Will this work? How much health do you have? 42,500. I don't know if we're gonna do that much damage. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, 200%. 200%. Come on. Come on, Milim, you can do it. Or Gobta. Oh, you got it. Are you shitting me? Oh. Okay, well, we beat it. How much health is that? How much health do you have? You have 154. Oh my gentle Jesus. We won, okay? We won. We beat it. Look, we killed the golem. Well, that was painful. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I'm not gonna outro. Protector Shizu can work on a few different teams, okay? As proven in this video. She's pretty good. She works best on the light team, though, to help out, you know, this new light Xion. So, if you want examples of that, please refer to my Xion showcase, or my upcoming EX2 Tempered Edge video. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.